Returning from holidays. Have you been on one lately? I don't know about you, but when you return from holiday, it just almost feels like you're allergic to work for a period of time. And I've just been on Christmas holiday and just come back, and there's a whole bunch of my clients going, I don't want to do this anymore. So what I'm going to, I guess, talk through is what I talk through with them, which is how when you return from holiday, do you deal with your own work allergy so that you can have a better year than you would have otherwise. If you're keen to listen, stick around. Here's the 3 or 4 principles that I talk to them about. The first one is that there is a tendency when you return to get a little bit emotional, right, about your work. I'll come back into the picture there. And what I mean by that is there's this thing in psychology called globalization, right, where we globalize our thoughts. My work's always shit, and this project, this company's always bad, and my team's terrible. And we often do this when we rebound off a holiday. So the first thing around macro thinking is to kind of just question some of those thoughts. Is it always that bad? Really? Really? Is it always that terrible? Come on, come on. Ask yourself the question, okay? That's the first one. The second one is, I want you to make the decision about your role when you're winning, not losing. Okay, so here's the thing. When you return, and during the year, you're gonna have wins and losses. You're gonna have a rhythm that'll go up and down. I know that because that's what happens with me, and it happens with most of my clients. So what I want you to do is not to make the decision when you feel bad, but to make the decision about how you feel about your role when things are good, when you're winning. Now, if when you're winning, you still go, I don't think this is for me, it's probably not for you. Okay? Sound right? The third one is make some commitments, okay? Some small commitments. If the macro picture is not good, right, and if when you're winning you still don't want to be in your role, try and just say, okay, I'm going to commit to, in 3 months' time, delivering this project. I'm going to commit to my team. I'm going to commit to client X in that time period. Because what you might be able to commit to is being in this role for the rest of your life. But what you may be able to commit to is some specific things in a specific time frame. This is a little bit mindset and a little bit process. One of the biggest problems is that when people return from breaks, they have this kind of mind warp where their body and mind is all used to being on holiday and it's not used to work anymore. It's like an allergic reaction. I would rather than take this massive dip, find a way through. Right? The first one is, rather than globalize and ask yourself these big questions, try to get a source of what's the truth, right? What is it? What is the actual problem? Be mindful of, if you still, when you're winning, don't want to be in the role, and there could be some truth in that. And the third is, you may not be able to commit to the whole 12 months the next year. What time frame could you commit? And what could you commit to? I hope this has been useful to deal with your work allergy, and that you had a nice holiday. See you next time on The Reason on the Road. Is it always that bad? Really? Really?